try this again. That was the weirdest shit I have ever seen in my entire existence. Can somebody invite me back to the party? Again. That was the weirdest shit I have ever seen in my entire existence. No.
Loot station.
Back to the party?
I rush.
Gonna mute that. Point station.
I don't have you on my friends list, Clark.
It's okay. It's okay, Rush. We'll fix that later. It's fine.
Friends list, Clark.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, hey, look. We'll fix that later. Can we not?
Friends list, Clark. It's okay. Oh my god. Get rid of that.
We'll fix that later. Bro, please stop before we get a feedback loop. Please stop. We do not need a feedback loop right now. I have no idea if we're going to be able to. Okay, we're live on everything, it looks like. All right, chat, we're back. That was, I'll explain in a minute. That was I've never had that one happen. That is a new one for the history books. Good Lord. Hold on, channel content. I just got to port everything over from the last.
Loot station.
Sir, weren't you supposed to be getting some crisps or something? Like, what's going on?
I'm about to grab some. I'm just downloading a few things on my Xbox.
What's up, mate? We going to a gig later?
Gig soon, not today.
Guess what? Death Mythic is online.
Actually,
is online.
Death Mythic is actually Loot Station's dad. We found out. Like, no joke.
Actually, yeah, it is. Death Mythic is online.
Go talk to your dad, bro. All right. Hold on, chat. We're getting it. We are getting it. Gaming, Fortnite. Ugh. I can't even spell anymore. Save. Are we good? The mic? No, Teddy, it wasn't the mic that got wrecked, bro. It was the whole stream. Man, that was weird. I almost felt like I got hacked for a second, honestly. Like, that's how weird that was. So, hold on. I'm just make sure everything's back up and running. Okay, we're good. We're back up. We're live. We got the hashtags in. Okay, we're chilling. You never want to have to end a stream, but unfortunately, that time I had to end a stream. So, it was so weird. Okay, so chat, this is what happened. So, it was so weird. So, I hit the back of my microphone with my phone, right? And I thought that I had just knocked maybe like the cord loose or something, but the issue was like the light ring was still on. So I go to my software for the microphone and it's just like, it's frozen. So I had to end task, restarted task. The moment I restart it, it pops back up, right? But there's an update. So it's updating the software. And then while all of that is happening, then all of a sudden Streamlabs kicks me out of Twitch, which my Streamlabs is connected to my Twitch. So if that goes, everything goes. So I had to relog back into Twitch while also trying to do the update on my microphone software. And then that froze. And the stream that's why the stream was like freezing. It was weird. So I was going to troll y'all and play some Minecraft parkour videos, but I couldn't even change my scenes. And then when I went on YouTube, that was the other weird thing. I went on YouTube and I couldn't watch YouTube videos. So like nothing. I couldn't watch YouTube videos. All my software shut down. I got logged out of my account. Everything just went to shit. So nothing I could do.
Your new PC is terrible.
Sounds like what?
Sounds like your new PC is worse than your old one.
No, bro. No, I've had it. I don't think it's the PC, but it's just
we need to switch from Streamlabs to OBS because I swear.
Listen, stop, hold on. This has nothing to do with. This was just like everything just went to shit. I don't know what are the odds of everything just going to crap like that. So,
are we back?
No, yeah, we are back. We are back.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Uwu Machine. I'm sorry, I was reading chat. Somebody was here earlier that gave me $2. Who was that? Harvey Plays. Harvey, thank you for your £2 super chat. I apologize for not reading that earlier. But yeah, we were in the middle of a convo and then that convo got interrupted. But thank you for the £2 super chat, man. Let me just see. What's up, JJ? Welcome to the stream, man. But yeah, I guess the PC had a brain fart. It sucks because it always hurts the stream to have to restart like that, but it's all good. We're gonna let people kind of jump back in, and then we'll resume. We got the conversation keep going, but Yeah, it's just sometimes chat. It's just one of those days. The shit happens. You know, is what it is. We can't control it. We gotta handle what we can control and just roll with the punches, man. Is what it is. But I think is Rush still gone? Yeah, Rush is still gone. And then I think Pat left too. Pat's gone, right?
I left as well. I'm gone.
Okay. Well, you were never here to begin with. Let's be honest.
I'm here, I think.
Oh well, you know what, Friendly? If you're here, then
I'm
that
here.
makes
Well,
you,
I'm here. I'm here.
that makes me feel so much better. No, shut up, Lou. No, you're not. You left.
I'm here as well.
Where were we even up to in the conversation?
We were-
what
We were talking about kind of like BR dying, the state of BR, and all of that. I think I was transitioning to something else though. Can't remember exactly what I was transitioning into, but that was kind of like the general. That was kind of the general
Yeah.
thing we were going over. So
Goofy Dog Zone Wars that Pat kept putting as the thing.
I also, bro, I found, what was it? What did I find? Somebody had, yeah, the Hood South London. Like, I don't know what this map is. I'm very curious to see what this map is. But like, it's a black guy with a do-rag and 2 Uzis in his hand. And it's just like, wow, we're going back to the racist man. Okay.
Someone just put in chat, anyone else think Friendly is still an AI who acts and talks like human? What?
I do. I can confirm that theory, actually. Friendly is definitely an AI because I programmed him. Okay.
Or are we all AI living in a simulation?
No, just you. I programmed you.
That is highly likely, FM1.
It actually is, but that's another debate for another stream.
Yes. I would love to. That'd be an interesting one to tackle.
You would love me. That's what it is.
Look, Friendly, stop flirting with me. And every time I bring you on, bro. God. I can't go anywhere without you making a pass at me, brother. Oh, Lord.
Just got to throw that, that side swipe at you. It's like,
I've got some crisps, by the way.
How's your
great.
map
Now-
of turf?
Oh, wow. Is everybody back? Are we here? Oh, man. Rush, are you back
Mentally.
with us in the land of the living?
Mentally, I'm in Fortnite,
by the
right?
time we all get back.
Oh, man. Well, round of applause, chat. We made it. We're back. We're back. Oh, jeez. Okay. What a stream. I don't remember exactly what I was saying. I was going to bring up something that was very compelling, but whatever. We were talking about Fortnite as a BR dying and all that other stuff. But anyway, I wanted to I actually wanted to talk about like kind of like the Find It in Fortnite model, and like I want to get you guys' like general feelings on like Find It in Fortnite overall. Kind of like how so. Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying now. I was transitioning into that. So we as the thing that's unfortunate for a lot of players right now, a lot of people that are like invested in the BR, is that like there is all this attention being given to all these other modes, the sensory overload aspect. I think it was either Friendly or Rush that brought that up earlier because of the TikTok generation. We got people that are constantly being bombarded with just all the, just all these different things. Just like they need your attention every 5 seconds. Do you guys feel like the Find It in Fortnite model is sustainable? Do you feel like it's hurting Fortnite? Like, how do you kind of feel about it? As like, because most of us, I'm assuming here, we generally play BR, and then if we're not doing BR, it's something related to creative Fortnite. Like Pat, I know you do a lot of creative Fortnite maps. Same with Loot. Now, Loot, you transitioned to doing a lot of creative Fortnite maps. But how do you feel about like the general Find It in Fortnite model and like how it's being pushed and presented?
I think the UI needs to be upgraded in Fortnite.
Why did we invite Lou here?
That's not relevant to Find It in Fortnite 100%.
Oh, yeah. My
Thanks.
bad.
Thanks, Lou. Thank you for your brilliant insight and wisdom once again. Yeah.
Fortnite should bring back rarities.
I would listen. I was gonna bring up. We're gonna get to the cosmetic rarity and all that other shit.
Wombo should come back.
Oh man, Pat, were you going to say something insightful? Please tell me you're going to say something insightful.
Yeah. So Find It in Fortnite. I could say so much about this. I could speak about this for about an hour, but
Go.
Where are we at with it? I think it's a risky model, but it also isn't. I feel like Find It in Fortnite. It's definitely pushing players not to find it in Fortnite, but it causes older players and just even current players to be a little bit confused of why they're pushing that and not pushing other stuff.
Mhm.
But the big point I want to mention is kind of related to Find It in Fortnite. And we talked about this in the past, Clark.
Mhm.
One of the points I brought up that BR is the testing ground for not just Fortnite's other game modes, but this is the development side of BR, I should say, not just BR itself. It's a testing ground for a product which is sold outside of Fortnite as well. Like Epic Games have Unreal Engine. They look at Fortnite and go, here's the new graphics from 5.2 that wasn't released to the public. Here's what you can do in Unreal. So they use BR as that, which relates to Find It in Fortnite. Because what I'm going to say now is that UEFN and Verse is all going to be built in BR very, very, very soon, which means that either BR is going to be absolutely unstable as crazy, or it's going to improve Find It in Fortnite even further because more bugs and little things will get patched. So that's a good thing for Find It in Fortnite. But from a player's perspective currently, I think it's just a complete mess. Like, I don't think anyone actually goes, let's find it in Fortnite. And that's from like a UEFN side, but you look at it as well. I guess maybe the Lego mode, I'd say that had like that's like the only successful thing I'd say from Find It in Fortnite. Everything else is just what is going on.
It's funny you bring up the Lego mode because I had a comment from somebody on one of my videos recently. He said that he started playing Fortnite because of the Find It in Fortnite model. He said it was because of Lego Fortnite. That's where he spent the most of it, the vast majority of his time. But he just started recently playing BR. Oh, I gotta turn off. Gotta mute Noti. Anyway, he started recently playing BR because he's just curious about it, right? And now he's starting to experiment with that. It's weird, but I think we are starting to see the birth of a lot of like a new generation of Fortnite fans. And Pat, once again, this is something that you and I have talked about in the past as well, right? But like Find It in Fortnite it's an interesting marketing strategy because it is gaining like more of that market share. More people that wouldn't have generally they wouldn't have played Fortnite. They're now getting on the game and experiencing it because of the other modes, not because of the battle royale, but because the battle royale is so impactful. Like if you already got Fortnite downloaded and you're already invested in Lego, like let's say you like that's what you come to Fortnite for, you're buying Lego cosmetics in the item shop. Well, you've got also all these BR cosmetics at the same time, which is going to incentivize you to try that out. I don't know. I think this also ties into something else that we touched upon earlier, which is like the current state of like Fortnite content, which is that like there aren't a lot of people it doesn't seem like there's as many people watching Fortnite content. But Pat, you said something to me a while ago that was really interesting, which was Fortnite content over the next few years is going to evolve. Like it's going to evolve past just like people playing BR, focusing on BR updates. It's going to be more of like the metaverse. Do you want to speak on that a little bit more?
Yeah, I can do. I feel like when I say and think like that, I feel like, how can I describe this without it being just a waffle?
Waffle, brother. I like waffles. They have syrup. They're nice. Also, guys, feel free, like as Pat, this doesn't have to be the Clark and Pat conversation. You guys feel free to jump in as well and add your 2 cents as well. I don't want it just to be like a one-on-one back and forth, you know?
As long as there's silliness and wackiness, I will be there.
I feel like this topic itself can really be looked at like in sections, as in like what happened with Minecraft. You can really compare Minecraft to what's happening with Fortnite now because Minecraft's kind of been through it, and we spoke about this, Clark, ages ago. I remember this. We said basically Minecraft had like 3 phases, I would say. It had like the original release with like the original creators, and it had its second phase with console with like Stampy Longnose and all them, and it went absolutely terrible with the Bedrock edition when it first released. Then Minecraft was dead for ages, and then it revived itself mainly because of that next wave of content creators, which we saw with like Dream and all them. Now,
Yeah, that just
Fortnite,
came out of nowhere as well. Like that wasn't even really anything innovative with the game, to be honest.
exactly.
It was the
Which makes
creators
me think
dragging the innovation for the game.
that Fortnite's next innovation in content is in the maps themselves, not in creating the maps like I and Loot and other people do. That's not the innovation. The innovation for content creation is inside of a map that already pre-exists, very similar to what we have with Roblox. I see lots of content creators come through on Roblox maps, like the big ones, Bloxburg and all these content creators are coming through with thousands and thousands of new followers every day and subscribers, new creators that come out of nowhere, million subscribers 9 months just from playing one map. Now that is going to happen in Fortnite. It's not going to happen tomorrow, and it's not going to happen in the next 2 to 3 years. But as UEFN develops further, that is what a lot of these devs or people like these studios you see that are coming around are going to try and aim for. I don't know if they're going to succeed on it, and it's very weird at the minute of all them studios. Like, how are they going to kind of, because a lot of them are creators and devs, that's just difficult to kind of create a trustful. I feel like it's hard. I feel like you've got to have a trust. I don't know, it's weird in that sense. That's something that's more about a creator standpoint on dev side, but on like a Fortnite content creator side, that's the next like phase, I think, for the next boom in content creation. It's not going to be for ages though, and it will happen.
UEFN's getting like rapidly better though as well, so it could be quicker than you think, but maybe not in like the near future, because obviously they announced at State of Unreal that going forward in 2025 they're making the actual battle royale seasons with the tools available through UEFN that creators would have.
Like
so
verse and that's either going to be a disaster or it's going to be super successful.
How is that much different from how like standard UEFN works? Like I thought it's weird to hear that, because it's like Fortnite's already made in UEFN, but it's a more advanced version of that. Why would we use the more watered down version of it than the more advanced version? Is it because it's just easier to use, or like, what's the difference?
Idea is to try and fix bugs for us creators. That's the idea.
Yeah.
The idea is to try and have it so they use verse as the main language. They use UEFN, or I don't know if they're actually going to use UEFN. I know it's definitely the verse side of it, which is the coding. So they're going to switch from whatever Fortnite's currently coded in over to verse, which will hopefully, supposedly, fix bugs. Generally, with the cuts in staff and things like that, as like a content creator and a person that makes maps, I've found that a lot of the bugs and things like this are taking a lot longer to get through. Everything on the, like, it just feels like they have a huge insight into what they want to do, but then they kind of like took a big step back with the cuts and stuff like that. So it's going to take a lot longer to get to that goal. And when they do get there, obviously, like you said, FM, with all the stuff going over to that, if it is working well and they get it running nicely, then we will see other games pop up because things will be better and just, working to actually be able to create these universes of games, because currently you can't. But then there's also the topic of, like, you could side topic this onto so many different things. You could say, like, well, will that even happen if Fortnite is just pushing their stuff always in our face? Like, if you're going to create your own, like, Bloxburg inside of Fortnite, that's probably not going to work if you're competing against Lego Fortnite, which is getting a whole event with 5 million eyes on it. When does the kind of like end of it go, and they go, oh, actually, let's let the community create the games rather than us. It's and it also makes me laugh. Like, Save the World, what a game mode that was back in the day. That's just been pushed to the side. Party Royale pushed to the side. Battle Labs doesn't exist anymore. All these game modes which they originally had, they got rid of them all and then started again. It was like,
I don't get why they don't have any version of us getting on the island like Battle Labs. I think that's like a huge L for content creator standpoint. Like,
I think it's on purpose that I think they want us to not do content like that. They want us to create content on the UEFN side and the maps.
I know for a fact that they do. They want us to make content around the Find It in Fortnite model. They want us to play all. They want the content creators to play all the modes. You can tell by the different incentives that they have for us, right? Like the different things that we get granted. Like we get granted things for Lego. We get granted things for festival. Rocket Racing, we actually haven't gotten anything granted to us. But the point is that, like, they want us to advertise all the other modes, but and I feel sometimes I feel bad, but it's like I'm a BR player. Like, that's what I want to focus on. The other modes are okay, but I just don't feel like there's enough to them right now to really captivate people or even make like that great of content around. And I feel like most content creators, they feel the same way. You don't see a lot of people really focus on making Find It in Fortnite content. It's still mainly BR at this point,
That is true, yeah.
And
It's,
like,
difficult.
Go ahead.
And like how obviously the heights that Lego met when it was first introduced, like it had like 2 million concurrent. everybody was using that casually as just like background footage, say for instance like a news sort of video where they cover leaks and stuff, but obviously the numbers themselves will speak to content creators on what to make the content on, because obviously Battle Royale, like you say, Clark, like right now has like 250k normal, 290k zero build. Even just like subliminally things like that, people are going to gravitate toward who's playing what because they know that's more appealing to like a viewer standpoint, or like at large as a mass.
It was what was I gonna bring up? I want to kind of dial this back to some of the things that we've seen, like a lot of the changes that we've seen over this season specifically. I think that like this season was so polarizing. We got so many insane changes. The community was split in terms of like their opinions and how they felt about certain things. I want to kind of like there's one thing in particular though that's like really that's been on the back of my mind for a while, and I want to know how you guys feel about this because when this happened, I didn't get the chance to talk to most of you. I'm assuming that everyone here has listened to or read the Donald Mustard interview, correct?
Who's
Yeah.
he?
The Donald he's some upstart that kind of did some small shit for Epic Games for a little while.
He's a Fortnite fan.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he did something with like he made like a Fortnite character or some shit. I don't know. But I'm getting, but I wanted to know that interview when that dropped. Did that change any of your guys' perspectives on like what was going on with the game or how you look at the game after like reading Donald's interview?
Yeah,
I'll never know how the storyline ends.
it was rushed to end. No pun intended. Rush. It was rushed to end, obviously, like because he was leaving and stuff, so they had to wrap it up. But it still left so many loose ends to the point, like obviously.
I don't even think they wrapped it up. Like they didn't even end it. Like they just kind of
Just
like, oh,
made
let's forget
everything
about
pro.
this.
They just made everything chrome and then gave us a new map and thought that'd satisfy us. But
It's like here we should
Like,
not
we
have
don't even
celebrities
know-
to play our characters.
we
Save
don't know
the
that
World
reality
must
at the
have
end
given
of
them
the Collision
inspiration.
Live event that happened where Jones and the Foundation were with the red sky. Like we don't know where that was. We don't know why that happened. We don't know who the shapeless dude
That was
is.
inside Pandora's box.
Okay, Rush.
It
Headcanon.
was one of the 5 realities. It's like Save the World. They love
I
Exactly.
that.
swear to God, if I hear one more goddamn thing about the 5 realities.
Oh my god.
Save the
hell?
World. They love that. Look at that. They gave us a nice little storyline, which was really hard to follow, but they got up to like stage 3. Never completed it. They just go, we'll leave that. Same with the Fortnite storyline, the Battle Royale. They go, we'll get there. Oh, actually, we'll leave it. Don't worry. We'll try something else.
I
Fortnite
feel.
storyline. Go on.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, Fortnite's storyline looked really promising with the start of Chapter 3 because we had the flipping of the island, the reveal of the Foundation being Daddy Dwayne, and just like obviously the whole 7 coming back together, the scientist visitor involved in that cinematic, yada yada, and it like that dialogue entering Chapter 3 where the Foundation's like saying all that stuff, like as the load up event and stuff. It was like, okay, this is the direction it's going forward, and then 4 seasons later. It's closed down when we don't know what's going on, and the storyline's ended, and Donald Mustard's like chilling in, the Maldives with a cocktail.
Yeah. I feel like here's the thing. Thinking back on that time period, right? Chapter 2, season 7 through chapter 3, season 2, right? That pocket. Like that perfect period in time for the storyline. It feels like the story was just getting good. Like it was fine. Like they were finally giving us a reason to really pay attention to it, right? And right after that, it started getting watered down further and further. Sometimes I wonder, like, if Donald Mustard had like a story Bible that he had written for like a general outline of certain plot points. Like some things seem logical. Like I feel like the Chrome situation, I feel like that might have been something that he had planned, right? He said that chapter 3, season 3 was like the last season that he oversaw, but that doesn't mean that like his storytelling beats were gone. I felt like by chapter 4, season 2, I felt like it was completely gone. But I felt like everything through chapter 4, season 1 still felt like it kind of had Donald's handprint on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the new video that Cypher put out talking about the storyline?
Nope.
He was
Wait, what? No.
he was reacting to a video from Tommy from Top 5 Gaming. I haven't
Easy revenue for him.
yeah. I haven't fully. I haven't watched the full video yet. It's something that I want to do on stream chat with some of y'all probably this week. But he one thing that Cypher pointed out was like he was saying that like the vast majority of Fortnite players probably didn't care about the story, and I understand what he means when he says that. But I also don't feel like the storyline really. I don't feel like we had enough time with it as it was. I don't feel like we had enough time with it for it to really to take form, for it to really captivate people to its fullest potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it couldn't blossom. It couldn't become what it was like.
Yeah, I
Sort of
think
destined
like
to be.
sort of a way of looking at it as well. Though. I mean, like like I don't know if any of you do play Warzone, but like Warzone has a story, and like how many people really care about that? You
Warzone
know,
has a
so
story?
it's
Really?
yeah. See,
See,
a lot
I
of
didn't
people
even
are.
know that.
You know what I mean? So it's sort of the same idea. They're still kind of like every new season, they kind of pick up the story. What's going on next? What's happening? Blah blah blah.
They want to be
And
Fortnite so bad.
I mean, currently they have a more consistent storyline, anyways. But
Facts.
Yeah, but what makes
but
Fortnite
it's sort of
unique
the
is
same
like how
idea.
its live events like help tell that story,
It
though.
was the
right?
heart of the live events. And
That's
even if you left for like the whole season and just came back, like it was so easy to pick up on the storyline. It had that magic to it where you could literally just like come back for the live event, start paying attention, and then you're like, oh, so this happened, and this is how we got to here, and then you start researching like videos to more in depth things that are like developments throughout the season. But it just lost all that. Like it really did.
I
How
think it,
didn't the storyline get a find it in Fortnite? I do not know.
I really feel like wait, hang on, Pat, say it again. How did the storyline not get to find it in Fortnite?
Yeah, imagine the opportunity there with the launch. Like,
It was kind of like that because they had the celebrities like Brie Larson and Dwayne, and from real life find them in Fortnite as members of the Seven, but then they just discontinued it.
You know, you know what sucks? It's like thinking back to that period of time. It was like you were playing a movie. It was like you were an active participant in a movie constantly, right? And the next
Yeah.
act, like you had to wait a few months to get to the to the climax of the next act. But it was just like it. I don't know. It's just it
It
felt.
kind of reminded me of like remember like following the old COD zombie storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. Yes.
100%.
I saw a video on that recently. I forgot who it was. I think it might have been a small YouTuber. I think it was either Rem Rants or Leo, one of the two. They're both commentary channels, but one of their channels covered this. But they used the COD Zombies storyline as an example of the Fortnite storyline and how basically the Call of Duty community went through the exact same thing that we're going through, and that like they had a really involved story through zombies, right? And after a while, like it kind of fell apart. But I think Call of Duty tried to bring it back. But when they did bring it back, it was like totally ruined. Like it just wasn't the same. I'm not a Call of Duty player. I
Yeah,
don't really
it
know
didn't-
much about it.
As far
But
as I know, it didn't work because it was like Call of Duty were trying to push it into like, oh, like instead of having set characters when you're playing zombies, you can wear your operator skins that you bought or whatever like that using COD points, and kind of fell off from there. I think like I'm sure if they had like playable main characters or something like that, it'd be still doing pretty well. But I think that's a lot of one of the reasons it fell off a bit.
Overwatch went through a similar situation, didn't it? Like they were supposed to, like Overwatch 2 was supposed to have like a whole story mode, and then they just scrapped it. Wasn't like what
Yeah, I
did
think it was
Overwatch?
the PvE. I think it was a PvE mode.
Yeah. So what
Did it get
was
scrapped? Yeah.
what happened? So I don't know anything about Overwatch's story. How did they tell it in an Overwatch 1? Was it just done through
I
little
think they had like
cutscenes and
cinematics
trailers?
and stuff. They had like full on cinematics. I'm pretty sure because I remember watching a few of them years ago. Like I used to play Overwatch back in like 2017 or something.
Mhm.
But it was like every so often they probably, I don't know if it was for an update or anything, but they would like release like maybe like an 8-minute animation kind of thing, kind of showing story information about the different characters in the game. But I hadn't a clue what was going on now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the PvE mode was supposed to cover a lot of the story and stuff for Overwatch 2.
Why do you guys think that because this is a pattern we're seeing. Why do you guys think that like these big gaming companies they don't find value in storytelling? Why is it that they like why do you think they're kind of like trying to throw it away every chance they get?
I think on Fortnite's perspective, I think one of the biggest damaging factors was actually battle passes. I know this isn't relevant to all the games, but Fortnite, itself. I feel like battle passes would have had a huge influence on them not continuing the story, and like main characters from the story being locked behind like exclusive paywalls. I know they can re-release them as variants, but the foundation.
I think they're kind of. I think
them.
they're kind of seeing that now, though. If you've noticed, like with recent battle passes, any collaboration that's in them, they're not really like a big character anymore. Like you're not seeing like the likes of, like if Sandman's going to be in the next battle pass, you wouldn't really think of Sandman as like a big character. Like he's a Spider-Man villain, but if he's in the battle pass, then like you know what I mean. He's not a massive character. And then like for example, like last season with Korra, I mean, I know she was like probably the main character of one of the Avatar shows. I never watched it, but everybody knows Aang. Everybody knows Aang as the main character of Avatar.
Yeah, he should have been.
They sold him in the item shop. He can, well, as a part of the pass, but he will be available in the item shop in the future. So it's like they're kind of pushing the side characters to be in the battle pass. So then the main ones that will probably make the most money can be sold again and again and again.
Sadly, Peter didn't get that.
I'm sure they'll probably give him a reskin at some point.
Do you guys like the way the collabs are being treated right now in Fortnite? Like, do you think that like the way that they're handling it through battle passes, do you like that, or do you think that they should just like collabs should be only item shop items?
I think at this point, like realistically, with all the changes, they like I've every battle pass that's been in the game from like chapter 1, season 2. But at this point, like I wouldn't even mind if they re-released previous battle passes. Like, so I mean, I think it's a bit pointless having like the likes of Darth Vader blocked. Like nobody can get Darth Vader's most recognizable Star Wars character.
Yeah,
best villain in history, most famous villain. You know.
Oh, so now we're talking about Star Wars, and Loot wants to talk. Okay,
you know what I mean? Like, there's like so many massive characters and stuff like that people might see them. Like, let's say a new player who's never played Fortnite sees, oh, that guy's wearing just example, Darth Vader. I want to jump on Fortnite and get Darth Vader. They check the item shop, no Darth Vader, and then they're just disappointed because they're like, oh, I can't get him at all anymore, and they probably won't even play the game.
OG sort of style reskin for previous battle pass like owners for the like exactly what they did with the purple skull trooper and the pink ghoul trooper. They could just do something like that and just have that like known color style apply to the already existing battle pass skin that players got initially upon first rotation.
I
wouldn't even mind if they just sold the regular normal one. Like if they didn't like give us anything for it. I mean, like you already got it for a lot cheaper than they'll probably sell it for in the shop. So you already got like.
I'd be cool if they just remade it, just like make a newer version that looks better. All right, for example, like Optimus Prime, that is not like out of all the Optimus Prime designs that exist, that one is probably one of the like I don't say it's the weakest, but it's like the
movie one, wasn't it?
It was, but even for a movie one, like you could do it better. Like you could do that design so much better than what we're getting. You could do the 2007 design. You could do the original cartoon design. Like there's so many different versions of Optimus Prime that you could do that would be a better representation of that.
Are you saying they did that on purpose then, Clark?
I do in the sense that like, here's the deal. When it comes to collabs being in battle passes, I think it's a necessary business model at this point because like Fortnite is so old now, right? That most people, if they don't have collabs in battle passes, it's not going to be worth it for most people to buy them. Plus, it's been proven time and time again that people come to Fortnite just to max out that battle pass with their favorite character. You know how many people I heard about that downloaded Fortnite to play because Peter Griffin was in last season? Tons. Yeah. Who was it? God, big YouTuber. His name is Quite. Quite did that. Quite said he made a deal with his friend years ago. He said, "Listen, if they ever put Peter Griffin in Fortnite, I'll download it again." It happened. Quite downloaded Fortnite, played the season out, and then he fell in love with the game again. Right. So the business model works. But more specifically to your question, Friendly, like I think that I understand people's feelings and frustrations about not being able to get like their favorite skins, anytime they want, right? I do understand that, but I do think that the current business model, the exclusivity of the battle passes, I don't know, I
kind of FOMO.
Yeah, but the thing is, it works, and because remember, you have to understand you're playing a free game. I think it's necessary, right? The amount of people that will download the game or spend time on the game, be invested in the game to get that skin. I think that's because there is no like upfront charge with Fortnite. I think some of that is necessary. Like you have to invest or give time in order to, you have to give Fortnite your time in order to get the icon skin or whatever skin you want, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think that if Epic makes better versions of these characters, right, and puts them in the item shop, I think that's the trade off. That's the benefit.
I mean, we've seen that as well, like time and time again. Like I'd imagine we're probably gonna get a new Deadpool skin for the new movie and a new Wolverine because they were all locked behind battle passes and Fortnite crew and stuff. So many people weren't even playing the game back then. Like probably people who weren't even old enough like to play games or something like that probably are playing Fortnite now and like, oh, I was like 4 years old. I wasn't playing games when I was 4 years old. I'm like 6 now and I can't have that character or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a huge problem overall, but
the game's coming up on 7 years.
It's so
That's
weird to think about
crazy.
too. That this
imagine the
game is that
lawsuit
old.
that appears when they re-release battle passes.
That
I remember when it was like turning like 3 and 4. I thought, damn, this game's getting old. But now coming up on 7, that's just hit me like a truck here and that.
yeah, bro, we're like over the halfway point for a decade by 2 years. Like we were. it's so weird to think about. And actually, now that I'm thinking about this too, since we're on this topic, this is another question I was going to ask you guys. Like, do you find yourself playing Fortnite less as it is right now? Like, do you still enjoy playing Fortnite? Like, I know we're all content creators and like it's kind of our job in a way, but like the majority of our time really isn't playing Fortnite. It's making content. But I'm just curious, like, do you guys genuinely, do you still enjoy playing Fortnite? Like, do you still play it?
I kind of feel like when I'm playing to like, I don't know, get rewards or something like that. I feel like I'm kind of trapped in that whole like I'm trapped in the FOMO. Like I'm like, oh, I can't miss that. Like there's like 2 days left to get that, and I kind of feel like it's a chore to play it sometimes. Sometimes I do enjoy it though. Like I probably enjoy playing other modes other than Battle Royale these days. Like I like playing the festival mode and Rocket Racing, but.
Yeah, Rush, I heard you're actually the best bass player in the world on a Fortnite festival.
I don't know.
Rocket Racing. I'm so done with Rocket Racing, bro.
Do you actually get
I do feel like it
rewards?
does feel like a chore sometimes to play it, but it's like FOMO.
Yeah.
117 free rewards I counted, Irish. Did you get all of them?
What was it?
117 free rewards I counted a few weeks when the Star Wars update was live.
The way I put it, if I don't hear about them and I don't know about them, I can go it out.
Do you guys bother with the Twitch drop stuff? Because I don't care for that anymore.
Actually, I've done the last one, the one for the FNCS pack bling.
But I used to care, but
I do that though as well though, because like obviously I do like my free rewards whatever to get before the season releases. Obviously, like
I mean, what's the point?
I'll try to get as many of them as I can and get them on a
What's
reward
the
screen
point?
and I'll record them.
It's unnecessary stress for something that you're not even going to care about.
Yeah,
you're
they're
not
forcing me
even
to
gonna
watch it. I tried getting that FNCS one. If you have to watch 30 minutes of the stream, I just clicked off.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
not.
have to
Yeah,
open
yeah,
and
Or
learn
just
how
keep
to-
it up in the
Yeah.
background and collect your reward.
Yeah,
Just open up a
literally,
tab
Like,
and keep it
guys,
open.
like people were posting like, "Oh, claim your free emoticon by watching the stream for
like-
6 hours." Like, I don't care.
I'm never
I
going
got
to
that
use
black.
No one cares.
Yeah, I mean I got that back bling, never used
They
it.
should do drops enabled videos for content creators to like shove people over to actual content more,
So true.
rather
man.
than just
That-
live
they-
stuff.
Oh, for
that's
like,
a point.
go ahead, Ed. Go ahead.
Like long
That's a
form
point I
vids.
actually wanted to mention before, but forgot to mention it. Competitive Fortnite. That, and this is on the side of content. Obviously, they're getting pushed a lot with all the stuff they get on Twitch. But competitive Fortnite's had its it had its peak and it completely died, and it's come back again like extremely well. And it's really strange, especially with this find it in Fortnite model. I wonder why they keep. I thought competitive would have been put like to the side, like the storyline. I wonder what made them decide to keep it as a prime mode. It's interesting because it also affects Find It in Fortnite because a lot of the players that play these Find It in Fortnite maps, like Zone Wars and all these maps, are competitive players training for tournaments, which affects the entire model of Find It in Fortnite, creating modes that are outside of the normal shooter genre. So this it just makes it's really boggles my head the way they kept competitive alive. It's a strange one. That's my opinion on it anyway.
Competitive is, I don't know. I used to be more involved with competitive than I am now. I haven't played a tournament in a really long time, but we've seen this in the last few months. We've seen this resurgence of competitive Fortnite. Like so many people are interested in it again
Crazy.
for whatever reason, you know.
And then when FM1 said before as well about the content creation thing, they all get
FM1.
it. Competitive Fortnite streamers on Twitch, they all get these free drops things where if you watch the competitive stuff on Twitch, you get these drops. But where's the stuff for like normal content like our stuff or other people? It really pushes it again further than Fortnite have a huge influence on pushing content in certain areas, and they have been doing it for a very, very long time. And I feel like that isn't that healthy for the long term.
So
of the
what's
game
the
'cause it
solution to
push-
put? So because I think I heard somebody say, don't even do it for live streams. Friendly, I think you brought this up. Don't do it for live streams. Do it for like Fortnite videos. Like if you watch a certain video,
Yeah,
you get
literally.
rewarded with a cosmetic.
Yeah, literally.
They only
Like,
never done something like that once, didn't they? There was like a YouTube weapon wrap or something like that, wasn't there? I don't know what way that even worked. I can't
there was a
remember.
way, basically, back when the creator codes were like buffed for like their payout, they were incentivizing people entering codes for like the Share the Love event because then you got a wrap. So then everybody was saying enter their specific one, even though it was just any code to get the wrap. But obviously, that's not entirely video based. Yeah, people made videos on it, but like specifically for videos, you could have, a free reward for. They could do this as well. Like, obviously, providing you've watched the whole video, then you get the drop.
I wonder though if that has something to do with like the YouTube side of things as well, though.
Yeah, I suppose. Obviously, they could strike a deal with YouTube like that. Obviously, it's good for both parties, really.
Yeah,
You don't want to be struck with invalid traffic because someone was forced to watch your video.
Yeah, but is that not what could be with Twitch?
Well, no,
Maybe,
Twitch is
yes.
the nature of Twitch is different though, right? Like Twitch is a live streaming platform, damn near exclusively, right? YouTube is like they want to be, or they try to brand themselves like a video social media platform. So like the engagement that you get on YouTube videos is like inherently different than like the people that engage with the live stream.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's the other thing too, like as cool as that would be, I feel like the amount of effort that'd be on YouTube's end in order to code something like that. Like I wish that YouTube had more stuff like Twitch did, right? Like the UI, for example, the UI for I know that boy, I said UI, that's gonna be a sensitive subject for a lot of people. We talk about that with Fortnite, but the UI for like YouTube, specifically for live streams, is terrible, right? Like the fact that we have things on Twitch like Twitch drops, but YouTube doesn't have the equivalent of that, I feel like is a huge missed opportunity, right? Like YouTube isn't really incentivizing people as much as they could be to watch things on their platform. If they integrated more things in, like how Twitch has them, I think that it would do better for content creators and live streamers like you guys are talking about. But I think that's really I think the reason why Fortnite doesn't do it is because YouTube doesn't have the infrastructure currently to handle that, or that's not in YouTube's interest to add those things at this point. I don't know.
And that's only
definitely not
YouTube
really
gaming
interested in
that you gotta
YouTube
think.
for Epic, yeah.
YouTube gaming.
But the thing is, like, they could do that if you think about it. If I'm YouTube, right, and I see what Twitch did, I could do that for other brands too, right? Like Coca-Cola, right? You watch a particular person's live stream and you could have like a Coca-Cola drop or something. Like you watch like 20 minutes of any live stream, you get like a discount code or something for like a soda or whatever, right? There's different things that they could do where that would generate them money and build relationships with other brands. But I just don't think that that's where Google's focus is. Like I just don't think they care about that.
I think as well though, mainly at the end of the day, like does YouTube really need relationships with like other companies when Google like runs the world? Like how popular, like how big of a thing Google is.
Yeah.
YouTube definitely isn't looking to do that, I don't think.
Like they're already working with millions and millions of different companies.
I actually remember. Sorry, go ahead, Irish.
Oh no, go ahead. I don't remember what I was going to say.
I think Fortnite actually did this integration thing with YouTube once for the World Cup. I'm pretty sure. I remember linking my YouTube account to my Epic account to claim some reward back in like.
Was it?
Right. But that's something that can be like YouTube already has the integration for like different websites to be merged to theirs. Like you can link accounts. that's like on Epic Games' part to kind of like give you that anyway. Like they're just using pre-existing technology on YouTube's platform to be able to give that to you, to be able to give you that cosmetic. So like that makes sense. But like some of the stuff we were talking about, YouTube just doesn't have currently. Their platform doesn't have the infrastructure to do things like drops and stuff, which is what's unfortunate. But I don't know. It's hopefully that's something we can see change in the future. I'm just not sure that, like, once again, I think it's just gonna rely on YouTube and what they want to do. You know what I mean? But I did want to ask you guys this. One of the last questions that I had about just season 2 in the chapter overall. We've had a lot of controversial decisions made, especially this season. We talked about it briefly earlier with some of the Donald Mustard stuff, but just to name a few, we've had the lockers change, right? The way the lockers look, cosmetic rarity, the removal of mythic items. People have been complaining about item shops for a while, right? What, in your guys' opinion, do you think is like one of the worst decisions that Epic made this season or even this chapter?
Yeah, go on.
I don't actually think I was even bothered too much by the rarity change. I think, like, obviously I filter everything by season anyways. That's how I normally remember when something released, just because of what season it released in. So I normally filter everything out by that. I never really like based it off of the rarity, what way that filtering system worked.
I think it was the rarity system that was the worst thing for me.
Why is that?
That literally messed everything. Completely messed up the locker. Like I don't even go in. It was bad enough as it is of the UI. Like I mean, we were talking about this the other day. Like it just doesn't feel like rewarding to like put a skin. It's weird, but it doesn't feel. So I used to sit in the lobby for hours going through my cosmetics, right? And just messing about it. But now it doesn't feel fun anymore. And that's like it's weird, but it's the UI. It's so weird, but it is. It's the UI just doesn't feel right. It just feels really. I don't know how to explain it, bro. But then with the rarity thing, like they just completely messed up the order of the skins. I'd remember where skin is like without having to search it. Like it's just down there. Right, click that. But then it's like, wait, where is it? They've messed it all up.
How do you guys feel about the cosmetic rarity change and like the overall UI? Because Loot's really touching on something that's huge. That's the one thing I feel like damn near unanimously the community agrees on. Like the UI change is just so terrible. Why? How do you guys feel about it, and why do you think Fortnite felt the need to change it in this way? You think it's for a future change, like for something else that's coming that we don't know about, or is it just what like a lot of people are saying change for the sake of change?
Just to accommodate the new cosmetic items they have.
I think it's
also defined in Fortnite.
I think so. It's friendly with all the modes, because there's multiple modes in it, like Rocket Racing, Festival, Lego.
And they're going for a more clean, professional look rather than like the cartoony Fortnite-y look.
Yeah.
Like even look at the fonts now, like on it, like it's less like Burbank, obviously the font that they did use, and then now it's more like these clean edge cut fonts that it doesn't look like cartoony Fortnite look. It's more like a professional sort of
I know we complained about the fonts when they were first added, but I actually have grown to like them a lot. The font, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this is like the influence of Disney, like the relationship with Disney. I feel like this is kind of like in terms of like font wise, right?
Star Wars 2.0.
I just feel like it's to facilitate the new Disney model that they're working really hard on right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Disney did not ruin Star Wars.
Disney will have a big say in what goes on in Fortnite now, though, considering they
don't they have a percentage of Epic, but don't other companies have a percentage of Epic as well, though?
Like Sony.
Yes, but those other companies aren't Disney. Disney's got like
Disney the collab, don't they?
Yeah, like think about it like this, right? How many Marvel collabs have we gotten, and how many DC collabs have we gotten?
I mean, I think the DC thing. I think that's actually. I was actually only thinking about that the other day. I think Warner Bros. Has kind of stopped working with Fortnite because of multiverses.
What about Godzilla?
I think because like, when's the last time we had a Warner Bros. Collab? Was that not Black Adam?
Yeah, was it Black Adam? Damn,
I'm pretty sure it was Black Adam.
Was that last year or the year before?
The year before. So I think like especially like Multiverse is only relaunched. I think like today. I think it was today. I've seen loads of stuff tweets about it today. But I think obviously they're going for their own kind of like Smash type game. But
Right.
they're bringing in all these characters from their properties that they own. So they'd obviously want people playing their game rather than playing Fortnite. But I don't know. That's what I was just thinking because I just couldn't remember the last time we had like a Warner Bros. Collab in the game.
I just don't see how Warner Brothers hurts by having some of their IPs within Fortnite. Like I don't see how like that's a negative thing
unless
for Warner
maybe
Brothers.
unless it's just an ego thing and they're like we just like we don't need to work with Warner, we can work on our own multiverses thing. But that's like very niche. Like I don't really like those type of games.
Well,
yeah,
Nintendo's
exactly.
Nintendo's just dickheads though. Like Nintendo, they've always been weird about having their IPs in other games, or like they do not like that. You guys read the Donald Muster interview and how like they wanted Samus to be in, but they wanted it to only be exclusive only to Switch players. You couldn't use that skin on any other platform other than Switch, which would have been so weird. But
it don't make any sense because, like, if you're on a console or PC, what would you see if someone was using that skin?
It's just a blank. There's a tag in the files right now that never really got used. It was like this item can't be viewed on this platform or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what could have shown up if they went through with that. But yeah,
they did it in Rocket League. Rocket League, the Nintendo exclusive car, is only visible on the Nintendo Switch.
Really?
Wait, what?
So
The
Epic
Mario
already done that.
They'd already done it. Yeah, they'd already done it. Or it might have been done with Phoenix. I can't remember the year. But the Nintendo car on Rocket League is only visible on Nintendo Switch.
I just feel like Nintendo shoots himself in the foot with some of those decisions. But the main thing
at the same time, Nintendo kind of stands on its own. I suppose like Nintendo's still very popular with the Switch, and I'm guessing it'll be even more popular with the new Switch coming out next year.
That, you know what? Here's another thing too that I'm just thinking about. Like the big difference between Nintendo and Warner Brothers is that like Nintendo is a video game company, right? Warner Brothers is more so a film company. So like, yes, they have video games licensed, right, to under their name, with with their properties. But like to me, it doesn't seem it doesn't seem like a disadvantage to have more Batman skins, more DC skins in general, whatever, right? Scooby-Doo, whatever. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem like a disadvantage to have those skins within Fortnite. To me, it just seems I don't know. I feel like this is more of a issue with the relationship that I'll put it this way. Disney building a closer relationship with Epic Games and Fortnite, I feel like might be preventing us from getting more Warner Brothers properties within Fortnite. Like with this whole like think about it. This whole Find It in Fortnite model, not to mention all of the integration of, in essence, like a Disney Plus-esque platform within Fortnite. How would that work for, and this is the I never really thought about it like this before until now, but like let's say with for example, what they did with the Star Wars event, right? Like they get you've got a Find It in Fortnite Star Wars model. So BR gets an update, Lego gets an update, Rocket Racing Festival, like they all get Star Wars gets something for each mode. Now, imagine doing that, but with DC, right? For a Warner Brothers property. I think Disney would rather have their hand in their IPs being presented through every mode rather than giving Warner Brothers the ability to be able to do that, right? Like now it's in a way it kind of allows
HBO Max or something from doing something similar.
Yeah, but now but basically like it allows Disney to kind of gatekeep this platform. Like, okay, this is like one of the top 5 most popular video games in the world. Well, we're not going to give Warner Brothers the same exposure to their opposing brands, their rival brands to ours. We want to make sure that Fortnite is we're probably getting a Marvel season after season 3, right? So that will definitely be across all 4 modes. Like, there's no way that they're like now with I guess my point is now with how Disney is in bed with Epic Games to this extent, right? Like the downside is that like you're not going to get any non-Disney properties that are going to get the spotlight like you would have in early Fortnite, and that's a huge disadvantage I feel like for players. Anybody have thoughts on that? Like, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I off base? Like, what do you guys think about like Disney, like, kind of just gatekeeping that?
It makes sense because I mean, like, it's probably in like terms and conditions of obviously, you know what I mean, like in the agreement.
Disney like giants, so they probably feel like they've got more leverage to be able to do that, and nobody can really say, like tell them otherwise because they're Disney. They do this with a lot of things, like buy parts of companies and this and that, and then, come in and like do their thing because, that they just do that, like buy a portion of it and then have large say, if not basically the say over what's to happen or what the direction it's meant to go, because they're so massive and well known.
Disney should buy Warner Brothers.
No.
Yeah, just have a straight monopoly on entertainment.
Well, the Disney stuff itself it's really interesting because the concept of it being a monopoly is really interesting. Inside of Fortnite is interesting because the UEFN side of stuff really defeats that kind of being a monopoly, because they're going to give us access on the IP to create Disney-based modes that we'd be able to create, like we did with the Lego stuff. That's coming for Disney, so you're going to be able to do it for Star Wars, you're going to be able to do it for Marvel, all these things inside of UEFN. You're going to be able to license it with a percentage share to Disney. But when will other games like Warner, when will other companies, like Warner, get that opportunity? They probably won't, but that kind of defeats the purpose of, I don't know, I feel like doing that also makes it a bit weird. Like, why is it, I mean, I don't know how you describe it, but it just feels weird. And then the side of it is like, they find it in Fortnite stuff, so they can't just limit it to Disney. Otherwise, the idea of the metaverse model will never work if it's just going to be Disney only.
But you know what? It kind of seems like that already. Like, look at the roadmap, right? What's one of the next big collabs we're getting? Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh yeah, Disney again.
Think of how many Marvel collabs we had in the last 2 updates.
And also think about this too, right? The one non Disney collab that we had this season, or the only one I can think of, Avatar, right? That's Nickelodeon. But that wasn't given anywhere near the same amount of attention or love as Star Wars. Like, we were all sitting here wondering, like, why the hell if this was chapter 1 or chapter 2, we would have had a whole LTM just for Avatar. For only Avatar Mythics only BR, which would have been the most fun, but we didn't get that. But what happens right after Avatar's out, they bring Star Wars in, and Star Wars has access to every mode. It's just, I feel like, and here's the thing, I feel like the writing is on the wall in a lot of ways. It's not that we're not going to get collabs from other IPs, but I don't think that, and I think this is the sad, like, unfortunate reality that I think we're coming to. Like, I'm surprised that like no one's ever talked about this before, but it's just like we probably will not, like, even when it comes to collabs, the collabs that will be given the most love, the most attention, and like basically like love in every single Find It in Fortnite mode, it's all going to be Disney properties. It's not like you're not gonna, like, Nickelodeon is not gonna get the opportunity to have an Avatar update in Lego and in Rocket Racing and in Festival, and BR. It's just, you're gonna get it in BR, and it's gonna be done. But when it comes to the real big stuff, it'll be handled in all 4, and it's always gonna be Disney stuff.
Yeah, but do you reckon like Disney could like drop that sort of barrier if they're getting paid from the people who want to collaborate into Fortnite, as well as like almost as if Disney are acting as an Epic Games, being the platform that obviously powers Fortnite to then promote said things, as long as it aligns with their brand and like this and that. Like, do you think
it depends? Well, here's the deal. I know that Disney, if they have the ability, they'll try to stomp out any other competition that they have. Like, I don't feel like Nickelodeon is as big of a threat to Nickelodeon is not as big of a threat to Disney as like a Warner Brothers is, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna
like a way to keep an eye on it would be to like obviously look at other games that are like obviously like the big few that Epic owns, like Rocket League, Fall Guys. If any of those games do like a collab with Warner Bros, then it's not completely ruled out. Like, not just Fortnite, if you get me. So if there's anything, I don't know if I only thought of that just there. If there was any other collabs in those games, then that kind of like debunks that whole thing.
Yeah.
You got to remember as well. Sorry, go on, Irish.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to say anything.
Go ahead, Pat.
You got to remember any company is welcome to make a mode inside of UEFM, but then the percentage share, Disney will be taking a small percentage of that. So it is Adidas, or is that's another point I want to make. Adidas as well. I'll talk about that in a sec.
I'm sorry. What did you just call it?
Adidas.
Adidas. However you pronounce
Adidas.
it.
Adidas.
Adidas.
Wait, the shoes, the brand. Adidas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adidas.
What, wait, hold on.
What do you
it?
call it? Adidas.
Wait, hold on. I'm
Adidas.
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 Luke, was it Adidas or Adidas?
Okay, listen, guys. I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need you to listen, guys. I'm gonna need you to contain your trolley
Adidas.
speak. Okay, I'm like rein it in
Anyway.
a little bit. All right.
These brands, they can come in and make a game and make a genre or make a thing, but you got to think about it. Are they going to be wanting to? Is Warner going to want to come inside of Fortnite and make its own kind of game inside of UEFN if a percentage of it is going to Disney? These big companies, especially the big ones like Warner, they're going to be thinking, hold on a minute, I don't want to make a game inside of Fortnite if the revenue's being given to Disney. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on a minute, what's going on there? It's kind of, you are right, it is gatekeeping the metaverse a little bit to be genre of Lego Disney. Like, like Avenged Sevenfold, they did a little map recently. I don't know what label they're signed to, but they didn't get much promotion on it until recently on side
That's
of the
because
Twitter.
they were offered, like, they didn't want to take a Fortnite festival thing, wasn't it? I think, was it Avenged Sevenfold? They wanted
They are
to,
in Fortnite Festival though. That's the thing.
Oh, are they? Wait, what band is it? They were like, people were asking if they were going to have music in Fortnite Festival, and they're like, no, but we'll make a map or something. I don't know if I read
Wait,
that.
there was
right
a band
before
that isn't going to be allowed in Fortnite Festival.
I think there was like a band, and they were on Twitter, and they were talking, like, people were asking them, like, is your music coming to Fortnite Festival, because they were fans of their music, and the band was like replying to them on Twitter, and they were like, oh, we're not working with them and all this. We believe in our own thing. Like, so they wanted to like make their own game, or it was either make their own game or make their own like game mode in Fortnite. So they're in control of what they were doing, basically.
Yeah, I think when it comes to bigger brands that aren't gaming related, right, like an Adidas or even some of these pop bands or music bands, right, I think they'll probably license or they'll contract out like map dev teams to build something for them, like who was it, Squatting Dog, Typical Gamer, and Mustard Plays. They just started their new company that's going to be creating maps. So that I would imagine that, like, if I'm an Adidas, I would probably go to them to make me a banger map. They get a bunch of traction with with content creators and have them promote it, rather than me, doing that on my own. It's that I kind of feel like that's where the meta for that's going to go.
That is where it's at. But what's the point of them? Say a big company goes to them and makes a map with them. Oh, and then next week Fortnite decides to do Star Wars collab inside of all of its modes and is promoting it in your face. No one's going to be playing that collab map by Typical Gamer other than a few fans on his channel.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You're competing against something which is so. It really is. If you think about it, it is a kind of like a mini monopoly. You could build something. The factors of it being successful are really not there. Now, it is the metaverse at the minute. You see a lot of these brands, they are reaching out, expecting to have the same results which they're seeing with like Lego or Star Wars, but they're not going to get it because they ain't got the Fortnite push on all the modes. They've only got a small team doing it. It's not made for that. It's definitely not made for that. Even though you do see them coming in. Smaller brands, I understand, but big brands like Mr. Beast, I wouldn't class him as. I know he is a huge creator, but his map and stuff like that, I wouldn't class that as the one he did with Typical Gamer. That was more just like a fun type project.
It
but
constantly need to be like promoted and stuff.
Yeah.
You need to constantly keep promoting it, like a big update, and like no point in promoting it probably then, but like a big event happens in the game, takes over all the modes, but then as soon as it's over, promote again. Kind of.
Yeah, but the thing is,
keep updating things.
There's always something big that Fortnite's promoting. That's like one of the things we were talking about earlier. Like, you're always gonna fall. Whatever it is that Epic and Disney want to promote on their platform, whatever you do is always gonna fall by the wayside. But last thing I wanted to bring up to you guys, we're getting a little low on time. I don't want to keep you guys all day. We've already been talking for 2 hours. I appreciate y'all. But what? Wait, yeah, I know. Wait, you say 2 streams?
No, 2 streams, because obviously the first one, your stuff died.
Yeah, it's all good. But one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, last thing, chapter 3, or it's not chapter 3, God, season 3 on the horizon. This is probably like some of the this is probably some of the most promo we've seen for a Fortnite season in probably about a year, maybe longer. Like there's a lot of promo for this, like IRL promo. I guess it's actually OG. I would imagine like this is like the most promo that Fortnite's done. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about all like from what we've seen for the like the teasers and leaks? How do you guys feel about the apocalyptic theme? Or is this? Do you think it's gonna like be a top 5 Fortnite season? Do you think like Epic is kind of cooking with the battle royale? You like how do you guys feel about it moving into season 3?
I think it actually looks. I'm actually a fan of the theme. I think like the other seasons, they kind of like I wasn't a fan. Like I wouldn't be a big fan of like in general like jungle themed stuff, and I wasn't a fan of wilds. And then like Paradise was just, it was just yeah. Like the new apocalyptic theme, I think is a bit interesting, especially with all of the vehicles and collabs and stuff we're getting. Like obviously, like if you don't like them, I suppose you probably won't like the season. But I suppose it's all kind of subjective.
I think that I thought Wilds was a really good season. To be fair, the first half, but then it did get boring. The summer event was what ruined it, and also I'm pregnant.
What the what?
Just found out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh God. Thanks.
Season 3 does look promising. Almost seems like obvious. So I saw someone point this out earlier. So do you know, like the Oracle was on about the Wanderer? That might be the name of that ship.
Oh yeah, I saw Retro talking about that.
Yeah, literally. And I was thinking that because like that sort of like sounds like a ship's name if you look at like the names of ships and stuff. And obviously like bringing back characters like Chaos Age and now they've had like Midas and the whole event surrounding him. It's almost like bringing things back from the past remixed. And
it looks like that guy as well though in the trailer. It looks like, what's his name, Gunner?
Gunner, that's what I'm on about, that being a remix version of him. And then with Jonesy having the only memories of the past prior to the Big Bang, maybe like eventually everybody finds out about them past selves or something like that. I don't know.
It kind of there was the whole leak thing. Remember about the cancelled? There was a cancelled comic, the Marvel one, the Order Restored one.
Yeah.
There was like the plot was leaked for it. It was like an ex-member of the IO or something like that, and it was like, I don't know if that is Gunner that was in the thing. I was wondering if that would link in with the Marvel season, so there is somewhat of a story going on that could be like revealed through that, because obviously he is technically ex-IO. And then we're getting that Marvel theme season. Then in season 4, it will kind of link in with that because we're supposed to hear stuff about Kato Thorne and the Collector from the Marvel movies and stuff. So
and then after season 4, they reset it all again.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it's weird because like from a storytelling perspective, like I'm wondering how they're gonna set all this up. Like season 3 is gonna have to transition us into Marvel, and then Marvel is gonna have to transition us into OG, and then OG looks like it's gonna be OG looks like it's gonna be chapter 2 OG, and then that's gonna take us to chapter 6. So it's just like, go ahead.
It's supposed to be we're supposed to be going through up to season 3, chapter 2, aren't we? So like technically it means we should be seeing like an end event of the device.
Be like an end event remix though, so it needs to go through all 8 seasons. That's what people were saying on Twitter. Like, oh yeah, it'll have to be a remix version of the end event of that chapter because we got a remix version of the end event of chapter 1, which was the Big Bang. So it'll have to be like another island flip remix to then go into the next chapter, so to speak. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, they could do that. But if we're only getting the 3 seasons, there was no live event in season 3. There was the device, the first one of chapter 2 in season 2. But I don't know.
So here's the deal, and I share this theory with Loot. I think this is how it's gonna go. I was gonna make a video on this. I still might, but this is how I think it's shaping up to be. And for my storyline people, you guys are gonna get really excited about this one, I feel like. But so look at how everything has been going for chapter 5 so far, right? We know that basically chapter 5 at its core, in terms of like a Fortnite storytelling, like a Fortnite timeline, we're back in chapter 2, but it's revamped, right? Like there's obviously a lot of big differences, but there's also some similarities. Look at like the themes for the different seasons. Season 2, it appeared like season 2 of chapter 5, you've got Midas coming back, right? Just like we had Midas appear in chapter 2, season 2, right? Season 3, they were having this whole big apocalyptic sandstorm thing. Looks like sand might cover the entire island. Entire island was covered in water back in season 3. Season 4, of chapter 2 was Marvel. We're getting another Marvel themed season. Then we go to OG. I think OG might be seasons 5 through 8 for chapter 2. I think what they're because it all lines up and it all fits perfect, right? Even with the flow of how things are going right now. If everything is like a bar for bar, like it's a remix chapter 2, basically think of it like this. Chapter 5, the core seasons, the non-OG seasons, they're basically rehashes or remixes of chapter 2 seasons 1 through 4. Then after that, there's going to be some storyline explanation. Maybe Doctor Doom messes with the 0 point some weird way. It resets everything back to the original timeline, and it takes us back to Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 5. From there, we're like shifting in between realities or whatever, but we're gonna have the end event all over again, the Chapter 2, Season 8 end event all over again, but it's gonna take us back to I don't know, maybe Chapter 6 will be the OG island, but revamped with like all the new graphics. And new mechanics and everything, because remember in chapter 2 we had POIs from chapter 1 that moved them to the chapter 2 island. We didn't get this. Yeah, we didn't get this we didn't get that in chapter 5. These are all new POIs. So that implies that like the other half of the island, there should be a flip side, right? The other half of the island might still be there, but it's like the OG island but intact. So maybe chapter 6 will be us playing on the OG Fortnite map, but revamped, and then we'll have like this my dream is having like this accumulation of like everything that Fortnite's done over the last 7 years. They'll take the best elements of every chapter and put them all on the OG island, and that's what we'll play throughout all of chapter 6. That's my theory, but you know.
That's some Ohio skibbity riz right there.
Epic Games just messaged me. They said you weren't meant to leak it already.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to.
I love the theory, Clark, but from a business standpoint, from Epic's view, it's not going to happen.
Why do you say that?
Chapter 2, Season 2 is their most popular season.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to definitely go back to that 100%, just like they did with OG. And imagine a new player coming into that. They come back and they're like, "What's going on with this storyline? Things are going backwards and forwards." They got no idea.
You know, it's actually kind of funny. iOS is getting Fortnite back, and they've been stuck in Chapter 2, Season 3. If it comes back out when OG comes back, they're gonna load up, update their game, or play it, jump back in. I'm like, why is it still Chapter 2?
Here's the deal, though, right? Pat, I understand what you're saying, but I don't know if that's necessarily true, right? Just because Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 was their most popular season, it doesn't mean that they're going to necessarily make people replay that, right? Like what made that season special was the device event. And if we're also think about this too, right? When we played OG last year, where did it start? What season did we start from? Season 5.
Season 5, yeah. Okay,
season 5.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, what about Chapter 2, Season X?
We didn't. That's the thing. Like Season X was another really popular.
He's right. He's actually cooked.
So here's the thing, right? Think about it like this: think about it from a business standpoint. Even from a business standpoint, I think what I'm saying makes sense, right? Think about the most fun seasons to play, because the whole draw of OG is making. It's not one particular season necessarily. It's a theme that loosely follows the updates and experience that you would have had playing during that time. But it's not a 1-for-1, right? If we're going back to Chapter 2, the thing that's going to be the draw is playing on that map, playing on those POIs, having the loot pools, right? One of the best loot pools in history. I will die on this goddamn hill. Chapter 2, Season 7. Imagine playing through the Alien season again, or the Mandalorian season again, or through, all going through that stuff, because think about it, they've already given us, in a way, it's a really cheap way, but they've already given us Chapter 2, Season 2 by bringing Midas back this season, giving us the floor is lava, all right? I don't think they're gonna go like triple dip and like, okay, now we're gonna bring Midas back again. And that's how, and we're gonna have to deal with all that. I don't think that's the direction they're gonna go. I think that they'll probably start just like they did in OG last year. They'll probably start from Season 5 and move till Season 8, and then we'll have another event that mirrors the original event, but it'll be some remix, different kind of a thing. So
it'll be another advertisement for a new mode.
Cube King and Cube Queen are gonna kiss. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh my god, I would pay so much money to see that.
What about
the new end event? They're
That's
gonna
a
promote the
good
new
point,
open
that,
world
Clark.
mode.
Wait,
I
hold on.
think
What? Go ahead.
Loser fruit scene.
You've already been banned off Loser Fruit's YouTube channel for being sus this week. Okay,
Okay.
stop
Okay.
talking about the Chug Jugs in her thumbnail. All right, please. We don't want to
sorry.
get canceled, right, Lou?
I apologize. Yeah. Okay. I'll be good. I'll be please. I'll be good. I promise.
No. Pat, were you gonna? Was there something that you wanted to add to what I was saying?
I thought it was a really good theory. I like the idea. I hope that comes true. Yeah, I just feel like you are right. I feel like, yeah, with the triple dip in mind, this probably won't work. But then again, people did really like. I feel like people will be gutted if they don't get to experience Chapter 2 Season 2 again. You got to think of the amount of players that played that season compared to the
Yeah.
others.
Well, was it
It'd be
more? Do
silly
we
not
know that? Do we know if more people played Chapter 2 Season 2 than Chapter 2 Season 7? Because that was
I'm pretty sure it's factual, yeah, because of it was lockdown, wasn't it, as well?
Well, it was still locked down in Chapter 2 Season 7. It was towards the end, but there was still a lot of people playing. But that summer, that was a big that was a big event. That whole they were knocking shit out every week, updates every week, just going crazy in Chapter 2 Season 7. Remember when we had those wild
I
weeks?
love that season. Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, like they had the inflatable, they had the spaceships, they had the alien guns, they brought old items from the Chapter 1 loot pool back. Like, bro, they put so much, and then a big ass live event at the end of that season, plus all the storyline quests that you had. Bro, like there was so much detail and attention being put into Chapter 2
I don't
Season
really
7.
remember much. I don't remember much about the Sloan quests. What were they like? I know it was with the payphone, but
Oh, you had to. There was
did you
like
have to do,
you're
did you have to
putting
do
bombs underneath
test
frenzy. Was it
yourself?
the farm or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, you had
did you have
to,
to prove yourself and all that with that as well?
in a
It's
way,
fun,
but
yeah.
wait, what, friend?
I was just, yeah. I just said it was farming simulator. It was just nonsense. But yeah, go on.
It was just a lot of, from what I can remember, it was just like a lot of just busy work. But the thing is, it was building up to something, right? Like Dr. Sloan, she had this plan to get inside the mothership and blow it up because they were, the spaceship was abducting like different POIs and stuff. So she wanted to make sure that, all right, whatever POI they go to next, we're gonna place bombs underneath. That way we can blow up the ship. So, and then that's where
Actually, it was on purpose because Corny Complex was their IO facility, but Sloan leaked it to the mole, which was Maven.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wasn't
Maybe
it
I forget something like that. No, wait, wasn't that the imposters mode?
Yeah, that was the whole point of the imposters mode. It was
Maven was the mole in
mole, yeah.
imposters, but I don't remember who the mole was for because I think there was a. Actually, wait, no, I don't know if there was a spy for the aliens, but anyway,
That was.
I think
it was
Marius.
Marius.
The mole.
It was the
Marius.
story, bro. It was Maven.
Yeah, I think Luke's right. To be fair.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm
I don't.
always right.
That was okay. Look.
The 5 realities.
It was the 5 realities.
The 5
all along.
realities.
Maybe the 5 realities was the friends we made along the way, guys.
Oh, will you shut up?
All right,
Oh,
gentlemen.
damn it.
Look, this has been a fun podcast. I appreciate you guys sticking with me throughout all the technical difficulties. Chat, same to y'all. I love you guys.
Yeah, no problems.
Do you guys have are there any do you have any closing thoughts or anything that you want to say before we wrap up the pod for the day?
Wait, I wrote a closing speech. 1 sec.
Okay, all right. We'll wait patiently. While we're waiting patiently, does anybody else have anything they want to say?
I want to thank my parents
Uh-huh.
and my teacher from when I was in school.
What grade
That's it.
was that? That was it?
The final grade.
You suck at speeches, okay? I just want you to know that. That was terrible.
ChatGPT wrote it for me.
Do better, okay? God.
I thought you were going to play the Wee Wee Sunday voice note. To be honest,
Please don't encourage him, okay? Chat won't even understand what that is. Lord. All right. So now you guys don't have anything you want to say? All right, fuck you guys then, all right? No,
I don't know how to end it up. I'm trying to think what's a good thing to say about
Yeah,
it.
604.
Look, if Luke's just been saying random stuff this whole time. Look, you guys don't have anything to say. It's fine. I just appreciate y'all being here. This is a fun pod. So unfortunately, Happy Power couldn't be here because Happy Power sucks and is apparently rescuing kittens because he's a humanitarian now or some shit. But it's fine.
Discord kittens.
Apparently, that's more
I think he's
important.
starting a new channel, by the way, guys. I was starting a channel raising 5 kittens, so keep your eyes out for it.
Make sure
You
there's a map
kittens.
attached to Kitten 1v1.
He should just make Sad Power the YouTube channel. Finally, just go with that. You know what I mean? But
It's like unfriendly machine.
Well, that is a channel. I'm just saying.
Wait, is it
What's
really?
your
You
favorite
actually have a channel called Unfriendly Machine?
Yeah, it's my second, but I don't post on it. It's got like
Oh.
28k, I think.
And I walk always.
Oh man, mailman Pat. I guess it's not.
But
really-
make sure to
I
tune
have
into
my
Friendly
second
Machine
channel.
every day for the season 3 leaks and best clickbait ever. Thanks.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, that was a whole nother thing. Like somebody was upset
yeah.
about clickbaiters, Fortnite clickbaiters, and I invited him to.
I thought we were gonna get the clickbaiter hater in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's somebody that was salty about like friendly and happy and how they like abuse children on the internet or something, and like I was
How
like,
are they
okay,
gonna get mad
It's
about
a
a
lot-
free YouTube video that they watch and get value from that they choose to still
because
watch?
you're
They can click
manipulating
off.
children in an aggressive way, and you're a predator.
I have
Yeah,
my
but
videos
McDonald's
rated for
do that
no
with a
children.
Big Mac and they spent money and they're eating crap.
No way, genuinely though. I'm pretty sure a lot of YouTubers have that setting
Mackey's
turned on though,
Big
where
Mac
your videos are
right.
not. It says like not suitable for children.
Yeah, well, you know, hey,
No.
look, here's the deal, okay? Everybody clickbaits to some degree, right? But you guys are
It's
just the
just-
real.
it's
You guys are just
disgusting.
worse than most people.
I'm on the spectrum at the very end.
You are on the high, yeah. You're on
I'm
the high
edging.
end of the, yeah. You're like if it's going from like green to red, like you broke the thermometer because of how much you clickbait. Because you're terrible. Also, I've had a lot of people defending Pat because I advertise this as like, oh my gosh, Fortnite podcast with clickbaiters, and a bunch of people are like, Postbox Pat isn't a clickbaiter. How dare you? I was like, okay. Yeah.
Postbox Pat is the biggest baiter of all of us.
I actually
I'm
didn't
not a
like it,
clickbaiter,
just
so-
clickbaiting.
I'm
I
not a
learned everything
clickbaiter.
I know from Postbox Pat.
Yeah.
You gotta learn to clickbait, I guess. If anyone's
Yeah,
starting
Pat
YouTube.
Pat made exposed videos on my Fortnite x Minecraft videos in chapter 2, and then now we're like friends. So everything comes full circle. Everyone will come around.
You gotta
Facts.
expose FM1, guys.
Don't worry, I have a video coming out this week exposing Friendly, so stay tuned, okay?
We hold hands in it.
Okay. All right. And on that note, I'm ending the live stream. Chat, I love you guys so much. We will be back tomorrow. I'll be playing with Dag, Jojo, and Clen. I'm also going to be on another podcast tonight. This one won't be live, but I will let you guys know when that one is up. So after this podcast ends, I do have to record another one. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I will post details on the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, !Discord in chat per usual. All right. If you're not in Discord, what are you doing with your life? We'll probably have some giveaways this week. I want to go buy some V-Bucks for you guys. Give out some V-Bucks so people can get some battle passes per usual. You know what we do every season. We're gonna have a stream pretty much every day this week, all the way through Friday, maybe Saturday, unless I'm too tired by then. Who knows? And then also, real quick, want to let you guys know Thursday night when downtime starts, I will be streaming. We're gonna have a late night Clark After Dark stream like we always do at the end of the season. But
Are we gonna play during stream during downtime again or whatever?
yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
stream. But I just want to let all my content creator friends know, like, hey, I'll be in my Discord in the content creators section, where the section only you guys have access to. So if anybody wants to come in, chat, talk about leaks, whatever, please feel free to do that. Just basically going to be like an impromptu podcast in essence. So if anybody wants to just come in and just shoot the shit, but yeah, we will. We'll see how that goes. But anyway,
Isn't it like 2 a.m. in it?
yeah, 2 a.m. Eastern. So I think it's that. Happy was saying this earlier, but I think it's the same time. Luke was saying it was the same time as always. So I don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it's any different. But anyway,
Sounds good.
chat. I love y'all. We'll catch you tomorrow. Everybody get some